What's up, everybody? Doug Lane here, Fast Lane Car Care. Today we've got this Fiat 500. I don't know what year it is. I didn't even look. This will be the first one I've ever done. It'll actually be the first one I've ever seen in person. These things are very interesting, but this back window has quite a bit of curve to it, and I know I'm sure that there will be some people that are curious on how to do it. Maybe some people have struggled with it. All I've done is I took this little cap off so that I can flip the wiper all the way up. It literally just pops on and off. It's not difficult to remove. You can do it with your bare hands. I'm not gonna bother taking the wiper off because I know that's rusty, and I'll have to get the wiper arm puller, and it's not worth it for this, because we can, like I said, just pick it up all the way. Basically the same thing I always do. Rolled out about 27.5 inches of film, and that was enough to cover it. I just kind of half mooned this out and then slid it down so I'm covered down here, and then I obviously tuck my film in here and just kind of gently cut through there. I've got my excess sitting up there that might be wide enough for a windshield strip on this. I'm gonna do it in 2 pieces. I don't know, maybe not, but dryer sheet as usual. Now I made it a little bit more wet than normal, so basically so it'll hold this film, because if it's too dry, your film wants to slide around on you and all that stuff, and it's no good. So let's just get to it. Pretty much just going to use our same shrinking method that we always do. There are some interesting little challenges that I've already noticed with this car, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. So one thing is, this is getting 5% too, by the way, so regular, just color stable dye. This is there's like a brake light that's right around in here, so that's one thing. The trunk has some kind of, like, I don't know, some kind of sound deadening or insulation or whatever that looks like it might be. We definitely don't want to touch it with our film, and we're gonna have to tuck behind it, so that might be a little bit of something to pay attention to. Also, I'm sure you can probably tell on camera, this car is filthy. This back window is just like layered in dirt and dust, which I don't really like. It's just a little bit harder to get a clean install. It requires a lot more cleanliness and, time and effort. But you see here, we're just going back across, shrinking our film, not getting in too big of a hurry. All right, so now the interesting thing is, I don't even want to open the hatch because I got my light set up in here. Oh, that's broke, so that's cool. What year is this thing? 11. So, is this completely broken? What does that do? No, that just does that. All right then, so I guess we'll just do it this way. We'll sit that like right here, like this. We'll try to get some light back there. The headrest is kind of in the way. Oh, let's see here, maybe we can sit that there, sit this here. That'll almost work. Yeah, I think that'll work good enough. Yeah, that'll work good enough. All right. That thing's super annoying. All right, perfect. Yeah, looks great. We shrank past everything. We got good coverage. Perfect. Now I'm gonna cut this a little bit closer than I probably normally would. I'll show you why here in a second. Whoop, getting a little carried away there. All right, now we'll come back down here, do this side. Connect the dots. Wiper arm in the way here. Ah, snagged you guys on it. All right. Looks like we might not have got all the way through right there. Now, just for the sake of doing it, let's try to do a little wet check here. Because what I don't want to happen is have any little fingers like right there on the inside of this, because I don't know how well the inside of this is going to take heat. 1 second. All right, so anyway, before I take a phone call, let's see. We're just going to do a wet check here real quick. See, we got a little bit of fingers popping up there. Let's just try to push these down if we can. Lift it up a little bit. What is that? Some kind of a crease? Did we already crease that? Baloney. If that's what it is. All right, so let's flip this up and see if our light comes falling down. Oh no, that's cool. So let's turn these off. Jesus, that's bright. So anyway, we've got this like I don't know, like fuzzy insulation stuff, so I don't want to be heating in here. I'm sure you could probably pull this off relatively easy, but being that this is an older car, I certainly don't want to do that if I don't have to, because there's a good chance these will break. This is a Fiat. We do have a Fiat Chrysler dealership in town. However, I don't want to have to buy any parts for this or trims or anything like that. I don't want to have to do it. So before we get too carried away, I'm gonna do what we usually do on our hatchbacks. And we're gonna use the door. Maybe. Oh, yeah, we got our cord in there, so it's not gonna shut all the way. However, even when I didn't have my cord in here, these doors are like, they don't like to shut all that easy. So, anywho, we're gonna use the car as a peel board here. I probably should like make my own peel board on wheels and stuff, be all like those fancy guys on the other YouTube channels. However, I haven't done that yet. So as you can see on the sides, we have a really nice border. On the top, we have a really nice border. And on part of the bottom, we have a nice border, but the way this insulation stuff sticks up off of there, in my face, it's kind of getting in the way. So we're gonna have to be kind of careful on how we lay this so that we don't touch that and drag a bunch of trash in it. And this guy is a smoker, so, definitely gonna make sure that we get it clean, clean, clean. It's another reason why I like using the steel wool with the soap in it. It's just an extra cleaner, degreaser. It helps get that junk off of there, that residue. All right. So then we'll come in here. Boom. Really, all the windows are pretty small on this except for the actual driver and passenger, the front doors. Is it the front doors if they're the only doors? I don't know. But whatever these things are pretty good size. And there are mirrors in a location I don't really care for, but so what we're going to do is try to get our front on here, our top side, I guess what you could call it. And we're just going to let the back hang until we're covered. And I'm going to slide it down just a touch past. And then try to, touch that. There we go, curl it. Tried to curl it up under, but this part was sticking up too much, but I think we'll be fine. So we're good and covered all over. So, let's go ahead and start pushing some bubbles. I saw somebody on one of the Facebook groups call somebody a bubble pusher as a derogatory term. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm guessing that they probably assumed that the person, whoever it was like a plotter tinter, like didn't know how to hand cut, only knows how to use a plotter. So, I don't know. I mean, in all reality, every tinter is a bubble pusher. If you're not pushing out those bubbles, you're gonna have a bad time. But that's neither here nor there. So now, if you guys have seen any of my back glass videos, you'll know that I prefer to leave my hatch hang open like this rather than shut it. So we got a little bit of a finger right there. because when I shut this, all the moisture is down here is gonna run back this way, and I don't want it to end up in my film. So I got one little bubble right here, or finger, whatever you want to call it. Heat it up and push it out. One right there, boom. Now you can come back around this, around the edges with a paper towel and a hard card. Push any extra moisture out, which I think is what I'm gonna do real quick. Whoa. I like using shop towels. They're not super absorbent, but they work pretty well. And I'll put it on this, I don't know what you call it. It's a Fusion, I don't know, it's a Fusion hard card. I'm gonna use the narrow side. You can see this isn't really, you know what I mean? I've already got most of the moisture out of there, so that's great. But you'll want to do that, and see now we got some moisture there, so now we'll just kind of shift it to a different part of the card, or a different part of the towel. Push this out. Right, and then just kind of repeat this process. It's really simple. Just for the sake of YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off. I'll shut the hatch. I'm gonna dry up the inside of it a little bit more first. Oh, we got a little bubble right here, finger. So let's get a nice dry spot and see if we can't just push it out without shrinking it, basically. And it doesn't seem to be coming back. So sometimes that's just a moisture problem. Don't think that you absolutely have to, you know, I mean, heat them up and all that stuff. Sometimes it's just, like I said, a little bit of moisture that's tried to seep back in there. You can just hit it real quick with a paper towel, shop towel. I like using shop towels because they're lint free. That's basically the only reason. This thing's filthy, but all right, so let's go ahead, close this hatch. See what we got, get our dryer sheet off there, any dirt. Oh, we got some bubbles. We got a couple little bubbles. I don't know how I didn't see those. This is not a bubble, that's like, I don't know, whatever in the glass. Cheese and rice. Oh, I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, everybody, Doug Lane here, Fast Lane Car Care. Just wanted to show you the finished product on this Fiat 500. 5% color stable dyed film all the way around, including the windshield strip. First time I've done one of these, it came out pretty nice. Really didn't have too many issues with it. The doors I was a little bit worried about because they've got some really wide felt seals. I just taped them. I usually don't tape seals, but I mean, it worked out pretty good. We didn't get a bunch of trash in it, which is always fantastic. So I'm about to roll it outside, let it dry out in the sun. Hopefully it stays nice and sunny. It's supposed to rain today, but anyway, there you guys go. Thanks for watching.